everybody, this is Alyssa from Mank Arts and Crafts, and today we are going to do another small shop haul slash sponsor highlight for the Lunar New Year DP along, hashtag Lunar New Year DP 24. And today's small shop feature, as you can see, slash small shop haul, or big small shop haul, I guess you could say, is my backlog of Enablers Outpost pens and goodies that I need to unbox. And now some of these are from my penscriptions. So I have not actually opened any of my penscriptions at all yet, and we're in February. So is that only 2 penscriptions that I haven't opened? So 2 of these are penscriptions. I don't know if, I can't remember if one of them or 2 of them are their monthly mystery boxes. I know this one for sure is a monthly mystery box. So there's 2 penscriptions in here. So figure there's what, 7 boxes? There's at least 2 penscriptions. So that takes us down to 5. And then there's 1 mystery box for sure, which is the February, or is that the February one or the March one? Whatever, there's 1 mystery box, which is this one right here, which takes us down to 4. So then the other 4, I think 1 or 2 of them, a couple of them may be customs that I had sent out, and then a couple of them may have been actual purchases. But so I have only done some actual purchases from Enablers Outpost. The rest have been like the subscription ones, the penscriptions, which are ones where you place an order and it goes out, and then other ones are ones that it's like, you know, you place the order and then you wait and see. So we will break into it and see what all of this is. And then after that, we're going to break into looking at what my hoard is for Enablers Outpost goodies, see what all I have from them, look at some of the canvases they have, and then we're going to take a look at their shop. Well, yeah, we're going to see what all of these goodies are. And at some point in one of these video clips, we are going to be looking at, we're going to be checking out what, well, I'll be giving a cue for a special word for the giveaway, which is going to be a beautiful Enablers Outpost pen as well. So we're going to break into this and see what we got for box number 1. It says, thank you, Alyssa. And I did put them in order from oldest to newest. So they are in an order here, in case you're wondering. And we will have, ooh, so this is one of the penscription ones. So the penscriptions, you get a full-size candy bar. And my candy box, this is my candy box. I was running really low because I typically get most of my candy from Enablers Outpost. So my candy box consisted of a Moonrock candy, a Fun Dip, and a thing of tea. That's literally what I have in my candy jar right now. So my candy jar was definitely due for a refill. So this will make me happy. I can restock. I'm going to put my candy jar right here, and we're going to restock the candy jar as we go. So we got a full-size Kit Kat, which is always fun. So there's candy for my candy jar. And then we got, so this is the January penscription. Ooh, that's a pretty cover minder. I like it. So you get a cover minder, which is beautiful. Look at the colors on that cover minder. Oh, wow. I like that. You got some oranges, yellows, pinks, purples, reds. I'm going to try to go through this quickly because we've got so much. Oh, that's pretty. Look at how nicely Elizabeth packed this. That's beautiful. And what was nice is you could kind of, like, basically, you don't get to pick the turn or anything like that. Oh my gosh, so fancy schmancy. She made it all fancy. Oh, it's like a little fancy schmancy thing. And here is the tip. We're going to set this off to the side. That is beautiful. So this is the January penscription. And what does our pen look like? I just said I wanted a thin pen. So what is our thin pen going to be? Because I like the thin pens. Doop. Doop, 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 doop. What does it look like? If I could break into it and see. Because you specify what size pen you want, and then everything else is going to be random. Inbound kitten. Oh my goodness. I love that. Look at that beautiful color. Oh my word. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Look at how many pinks we have in there. Like, look at that color. No, you can't go inside that. That is not for you, Sushi. Sushi Kitten's trying to go inside the box. That's beautiful. Oh, I like how there's these pink swirls in there with the orange. Oh, that's gorgeous. And I love it. And I love how the thin pen feels in the hand. And you've got like a choice of end to go with on here. That's beautiful. So we're going to put a tip in it. So that is our January pen. Move your little tushy. Kitten tush needs moved. She's like, I'm going to play with this dangly string. So that's our January penscription. I love. Beautiful. All right. And then it says, Alyssa, hi. Thank you so much, friend. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on puzzle 98. Okay, we are not going to chew on that. There's dangle things, and the kitten wants the dangle things, so I need to hide the dangles from the kitten. Puzzle 98. Oh my goodness, she's going to kill me with these puzzles. So we've got some candy going in the candy jar. We've got some stickers. Oh, I love it. The pink flamingo. Mochi wants to get in on the action. I love it. Pink flamingo with a tea bag. Oh, that's perfect. Stickers. More candy for the candy jar. Ooh, we've got some washi tape. And this pen, I was trying to be good and not buy all the pens. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Look at puzzle 98. Oh, that is great. Like, how in the world are you going to fill that out? That is like ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh my word. How in the world do you fill that out even? Really? Really? Wow. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. I wouldn't even know where to start on this. Like, what would you even do to fill that out? Wow. That's one that I'm like, I would just look at it and be like, yeah, nope, not happening. Because I wouldn't even know where to start to fill it out. It would just not happen. All right, our dingle strings need to be hidden from cat. Kitten butt. All right, we have this pen. I saw it and I wasn't going to buy any pens. I was trying to be good, but I could not resist this particular pen when I saw it. Look at this pen. Is that not an incredibly gorgeous pen? It was such a unique blank that I couldn't resist with that funky round design in there. I just loved everything about it, so I had to get this pen. So this is my pen number 2, which I bought, and it arrived like literally the day after. What are you doing, little butt? We have a helper. So this was the pen that I bought, and it came a day after my penscription pen arrived. So we're going to make a sticker pile, and we're going to do pen number 2. So beautiful pen. All right, now we're going to break into this box. I think this one, oh yes. Okay, I couldn't remember if I got the January mystery box, and I did. So this is the January mystery box. So it's not as many orders because I have 2 penscriptions and 2 mystery boxes, which really means that there's only 3 actual purchases. Because I count those differently. That's different math. It's Alyssa math. It's weird. So there's only 2 purchases. You gonna move out of my way, girlfriend? So, January mystery box. Birthstone is garnet. Flower is carnation. Zodiac is Capricorn. And Aquarius, because, you know, it bleeds into both. So, what do we have in here? We have, oh, look at that. Skittles. I'm going, like, all out with these candies. I'm getting, like, bank on my candies for my candy bin. I like this. I'm going to be fully restocked after this haul. So we're, oh, so this is going to go here. A little bag. I'll look at that in a minute. And look at all the goodies we're going to have in our little mystery box. Your mystery boxes are all going to be varying sizes. Each month a little bit different because they're going to feature different shops. The way they do their mystery boxes, I can't have these little stringy things floating around from the previous box because the cats will get into it. So I have to put them inside a box. So we're going to put them inside that box. I'm making a box tower to my left with all of the leftovers. So they will get things from different shops to put in the themed mystery boxes. So this mystery box is going to have we have a little bit from Swartz Designs by Abigail Marie. So from here, you have a couple stickers. Life is good. Throw kindness around like confetti. I love it. We're going to make a little sticker pile for the sake of organizations. That's from Swartz Designs. We like to organize as we go, so it's less of a mess. And we're going to have some Captivating Caulk Garnet. My mom is a January birthday. Look at that. I love this. Look at that. That is fascinating. Oh, she made like a little garnet out of the caulk. That is lovely. So now you have your caulk and a garnet. That is beautiful. Sushi's creeping right there. There you go. So that is your captivating caulk. And we also got, I'm going to open the pen last because, you know, pens. Pretty things inside. What is this? So inside you have, ooh, we have some sticky dots from Snap Dots. So it gives you directions from, no, that is mine, little brat. So how to do sticky dots or Snap Dots. So you have the directions on how to use them. Oh, cranberry Snap Dots. That's a lovely one. So special edition from for January. And these are from Snap Crafters Cafe. I'm not going to, really the kittens. I'm not going to sniff all of these. And well, I say that as I have them pulled out and I'm sniffing them. But we're not going to go super in depth because I'm like, we're already like killing. I'm trying to go through this quickly. So that way I can actually show all the things. But we've got Snap Dots. We have this beautiful cover minder. That's a gorgeous garnet heart. Stop chewing on the organza ribbon. We have a goodie bag. And our goodie bag, oh, look at that, even more candy. Oh, you've got some stickers, look at that, more stickers, and some candies. You've got some wax, some heart wax. We're gonna put our wax off to the side right there with the goodies and more stickers. Look at the beauty. And we'll put our little bag off. Okay, stop chewing on the things. It's my release paper. And then we have some January and Enabler's Journey release papers. And you have, look at this. All right, and they are themed for January. I like it. With different things. So there's your carnations, your garnets, your, what did we say that the January was? Capricorn / Aquarius. So there is your Capricorn and your Aquarius. So I like it. That is wonderful. So that is your January mystery box with all of the goodies that you get. So that was our, oh yeah, well I didn't even open the pen yet because Sushi was stealing it from me and playing with it. And look at that, that is so cutely packaged. Now we're gonna undo the packaging. I could have just slipped that off and left it as a pretty bow. Now, and again, what I like is with the mystery boxes, just like with the Penscriptions, you can choose what size pen you want with it. So that way you can get your sized pen, which I love that they do that because I'm a thin pen girl. Oh my goodness, look at that pen. That is gorgeous. That red sparkly pen. Wow, look at that. That is such a beautiful color. Oh my goodness. And it's like, look at that. That color like totally matches my background. So look at the depth of that red with all that glittery sparkles. Beautimous, beautimous. So we're going to put that pen right there and we are going to move on to box number 4. We already done 3. So now we're gonna move into box number 4. Should make sure that you guys are actually seeing. Did I make it so you can see the pens or the pens out of the screen? We're gonna move the pens over so you can see them. All right, box number 4. This one is the February Penscription. Okay, and this says, thank you, Elissa. I've been seeing teasers of the February Penscription. And look at this, a big old 3 Musketeers. So more candy for my candy jar. Look at, oh, pretty. Oh, that's pretty. This is our cover minder that we got, which is like a heart because, of course, February. But a little bit of a trash minder tray to it. But look at how beautiful that is. And I love that glittery. Yeah, that's real descriptive. That is a beautiful cover minder. You're gonna get your face out of there. And now let's, okay, you can't go in the box. You don't fit in the box. Get your paws out of there. And this is how beautifully wrapped this is. That is lovely. I love it. That is so cute. The attention to detail. This is why I do small shops, because look at that attention to detail. You get a bow. Now we're going to open this up. The glitter everywhere. I've heard people talking about the glitter, and I think this is the glitter from the bow is the glitter everybody's referring to, because look at that glitter. I have got glitter residue on me now. The glitter. It's all about the glitter. Let's look at this pen. Oh my goodness. I've seen it, like how different the different pens are, and look at that beauty. Again, I went with a thin one, and look at how different the turns are. Every single pen that you've seen so far has had a completely different turning. And look at that. Oh my word, the pink and the purple. And I love how bright pink that is, and you get like a little bit of a swirl with almost some brownish orange in there, and then the purple, and you see that glitter inside there. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh my word, she is gorgeous. I love that color. Oh my word. Got some beauties in here. So that is pen number 4. Now we are going to go ahead and check out this one. I might need to start a new row. So this was a custom order that I had done, and this says, Alyssa, thank you so much. Sincerest apologies about the green wooden pen. And I had done 3 pens that I had sent. One of the pens was like a short green wood one, where the blank, when Edward was turning it, got some fun dip, the blank had fractured, or had and as he was turning it, and he was like, hey, I can cut it off and make it shorter if you want. Or, ooh, and look at that. We've got some washi. So he gave me choices of what he could do, and I was like, nah, just glue it back on, because it was just the one side that had kind of fractured as he was turning it. Ooh, those ones look like framework. Okay, interesting. Kind of like a crossword, a different style crossword. Okay, I haven't seen that particular style where they don't tell you where it fits and you have to fit it where it goes. Interesting one. I'll have to check that one out. But so there was one that had this short one, but if it had not already been a short blank, I would have had him just cut the end off and like retool it to a shorter blank. But since it was already a short blank to begin with, he couldn't really, I didn't want him to go shorter than what it already was. So I just had to glue it in, and then we just work off of, and I would just, I really don't use the single placing end as it is. I only really use the multi-placey end. So I was like, I probably just won't even use that end, but he glued it back in place. And that will be like my single placey end with it glued back in place. / I probably won't even use that end. And he didn't even charge me for that pen because of the end that broke. So like, which I'm completely fine with it. Like, and that to me is a sign of like amazing customer service. We're going to look at these blanks. So we are going to see, well, not blanks, they're pens now, what my pens are. So first up, we have this one right here. This is a green. Look at that greens of this pen right here. Like dark greens with white in them. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. And that marbling, it's a gorgeous one. Love it. So that is pen 1. I kind of wanted something a little dark and kind of moody almost. Oh my goodness. I took my Oodie off and put it on the floor, and Mochi is climbing inside of it. And once I'm done looking at opening all these pens, I'm going to want to put my Oodie back on. But I'm probably not going to be able to, because there's going to be a cat all curled up inside my Oodie, because she's an Oodie thief. Oof, Oodie thief, Oodie thief. But I wanted something a little bit different, because you can see I have a trend to get all of these like pastel colors and certain colors of pens. So I kind of wanted to go with something a little bit different. And then these are cocoon blanks. And this one that they came out with was one that was just like, I'm really loving these colors. So I went with this one with like look at the copper, the silver, the bronze, and the black swirled in there, giving it this gorgeous one. I have a couple different blanks that are very similar to this, but not quite the same with their layout of the materials in there. So I saw this blank and I'm like, I have to have that blank. So I went with this blank right here. And I am just like, oh, that is gorgeous. So I'm going to have like a whole series of pens with this similar blank from Cocoon Blank, because that is just, oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. And that turning is so fascinating. I love it. And now we're going to look at the little shorty, and we will see, because Edward sent me a photo of what it would look like. How do I even open? There it is. Of what the little fractured area that he glued back in and everything looked like. And we will see what does it even look like. And can you even tell? You can kind of see where this whole section right here cracked off. That whole section right there cracked off, and he glued it back on and like then kind of like sealed it down and everything. And you can see he didn't want to go in depth and like sanding all of this to like bugger it and have it potentially pop back off. But when you look at it, like if I hadn't known, because he had sent me the photos of it, I would never know. Like looking at this right here, you wouldn't know that that pen had like a chunk of that big, that whole section right there had come and cracked off of it. Like a huge massive section that includes, you can kind of see the crack line a little bit right there, but a whole like half of the pen basically had cracked off. You can't even hardly tell that just by looking at it because it's so beautiful. So this is one that I will definitely be using this tip or this side of it to use because of that right there. But I wanted to get like this little shorty blank because the blank was basically this size. It was a shorty blank, and I'll put my multi-placer in it and work in this shorty size and go from there. But yes, I thought that one was adorable. And, you know, I wanted something a little bit smaller, and I figured I'd go with that. But beautiful. I was in the greens mood apparently that day when I purchased those pens, or those blanks. So those are our pens so far, and we're almost done with all of these unboxings of these things, and so we can move on to the next thing. All right, next up. And we have Alyssa. Thank you so much for your order. Let's see what goodies we have in here. Ooh, what is this? Oh, it's a fortune cookie. Okay, so this is for Lunar New Year. She made little fortune cookies, I guess. That is cute. Or is that like a happy Valentine's Day? It looks like a fortune cookie. But inside the fortune cookie, it says Happy Valentine's Day. That is super cute. I love it. It's like a little felt fortune cookie. And it says Happy Valentine's Day. That is adorable. I love that. All right. And then we have some more fun dips. I'm going through my fun dips slowly. I'm taking my time on them. So we got 2 fun dips in here. It's like taking me back to my childhood. Restocking my candies. We have some stickers for Valentine's Day. We have some washi tape to add to my collection. And I got 3 more pens. We got those 3 pens right there. We're going to put them down. And what do we get in here? This framework is fascinating. I'm kind of like, you don't know where you're going to put them. So I'm like, that'll be a fun one to try out. These are easy because like just finding the crosswords, that's always a little easier. It's those fun words or those other ones that I'm like, how even? I'm going to put these over to try out. But that one crossword, I'm still befuddled about how to do that one crossword. Totally has me confuddled. We are going to break into these. And some of these I'm like, oh, that's right. Okay, they had some blanks on there that were just like so different than some of the others. So I had to snag these blanks. So the first one that I snagged that was so different than the others was this wood blank that I thought was just beautiful. I think I may have one other pen that is just a solid wood blank like this. So I saw this wood blank or this wood pen and I was like, I have to have, because that is just beautiful. And I don't have anything that is just like this darker wood like this. The ones that I have are a lighter, more blonde wood. So I had to have that one. So that was that pen. So there is that one. And now we're going to roll into, we're going to slide that up because I need room for these last couple pens. And then the next one to look at, ooh, that's beautiful. And I'm very picky on my pens because I'm like, I know what size I want. So I literally, there's a lot of pens that they'll have that I'm like, oh, but it's not the right size. So I don't buy it. Even though I'm like, I'm in love with the pen, but they don't have the right size. Look at this beauty. Look at that beauty. I saw this and I had to snag it. I mean, the design on this beauty is just gorgeous beyond belief. And I think this one is, if I'm not mistaken, I think this one may have been one that the blank, I think this is one where the blank was one of mine. It was my, one of mine, like a custom blank that I had sent to them. And then I added these other 2 pens to my order. I think that's what it was. This was a custom blank, or a cocoon blank that I had purchased that I had sent to them. So this was a custom that I had done. And then I added these other 2 pens to my order on top of this blank right here. I think that's what it was. Because this order was a custom order, so it wasn't directly from the website. It was, I had these blanks sent to them. I ordered that one. And then I ordered these 2 to add to this custom order. But I found this blank and I was like in love with it. And I had a Cocoon, one of their drops, I had them send this blank to Elizabeth and Edward. And then I had this turned. And look at that beautiful, beautiful pen. I love those colors. And like I said, I'm very picky on my, my fit or my feel of my pens. So I love the thin pens. Like it has to be at least like the 1.75. It has to be those thins. That's like the fattest I'll go is a 1.75. And now the last one is a little shorty. I like these little shorty bags. So they had this one up and I snagged this one. Look at it. Isn't she pretty? Oh my goodness. Look at those sparkles. She'd be pretty. She's a little bit thicker than my typical. She feels a little bit thicker than my normal. Maybe like a 2, maybe. Yeah, she's not quite a 1.75, but I wanted this short size. And look at the sparkles and the glitter in there. Oh my goodness. And the pink color. Ah! I hadn't had a short pen in a while. So I wanted a shorty. Well, I hadn't had a shorty beyond that order, but I hadn't received that. I hadn't opened that order yet, so I hadn't received it because it doesn't exist until it's open in front of me. So that's, you know, my logic there. But look at that color. It's so pretty. So that was that one. So that was that order. I got those 3 in that order. Those 3 in that order. Penscription. Mystery box. Order. Penscription. So those were those pens. Now, let's break out our last box before we go into the other segment of our extremely long video. We have, so this will be spoilers. This is the February mystery box. I had to think about it. This is our February mystery box. In this one, we have, oh, that's just so pretty. Look at that. Look at Elizabeth going and being all extra, making everything all fancy schmancy. So February mystery box. Birthstone is amethyst. Flower is violet. Zodiac is Aquarius and Pisces. So let's see what we got for February. Boom, boom, boom. I know I had to rip that, but I didn't want to. Didn't mean to. I was going to rip around it. But what do we got? Oh, I see a diamond painting. Oh, I see a diamond painting. What do we have? We got some candy. Some Reese's Pieces. So look at this. I filled up my candy jar. We have a sucker or a lollipop. Ooh, we got a Bijou Bliss tray. This is cute. Is this a tiny one? Ooh, I don't think I have one of these tiny little trays from Bijou Bliss. That's adorable. So from Bijou Bliss, we have this adorable little tiny tray. Look at that. That is the cutest little thing. Oh, what is this? It has like, I have not seen that because it's like, I know the trays that come like that because that's standard for the Bijou Bliss trays. But, and then of course you have that there. But what in the world is this? It's a trash tray with a magnetic lid and stopper, as well as a separate magnetic plate for beneath your canvas. Okay. And you swing open the lid when needed. Oh, look at that. So it's a trash tray and it swings open so you can put your trash in there and swing it closed. And this is so you can put it on each side of your, boom, there. It's on each side of your canvas. I like, okay. And that color is beautiful. So we have a little trash tray. We're going to slide this over so we can see all of our goodies as I lay them out right here. We have some more, a whack-a-pack balloons. Balance. Oh, it's balloons. Smack the pack. Watch and wait. See the surprise. Okay, so essentially, you put this down, you smack it. It's a self-inflating balloon. That's so cool. So you smack it, and you watch it inflate into a balloon. That is a nice, cute idea. And then we have QB Designs. I've been wanting to order from QB Designs and see some stuff from her. So she is, QB Designs is available on Facebook and Instagram. This is the website, and you're going to get some cover minders from QB Designs. So what do we have from QB? So we have some more candy going in the candy jar, which like I said, I was going to fill up my candy jar tonight. They needed filled. I was running low. What do we have in our... Oh, look at this. This is pretty purple heart to hang, like little foam charm. Or you can hang from wherever, but look at that pretty little purple charm. And then we have a couple thin washies, which are perfect. Those work well for wrapping around your pen, but they're really pretty little washies. Oh, look at those pretty the pretty flowers and the pretty butterflies. I was looking at the butterflies when I said pretty flowers. Those are gorgeous. And then we go into this beautiful, beautiful, oh, that is, oh, wow. That's a stunning, stunning butterfly cover minder. That is a really stunning cover minder. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. And that is a beautiful, beautiful butterfly with the amethyst in there. Cover minder from QB Designs for the mystery box for February. Stunning. Love it. So we're going to put that there. Move this over. And we're going to put this over here. Let's see, what else do we have in our box? We're going to have some other goodies. We've got this. We've got, oh, look at that. Nice little wood thing, like a little wood charm. That's beautiful. Some more candy. Some blue raspberry. Sour taffies. I didn't know sour taffies were a thing. And we have some February Crafts with Crashly release papers. Let's see. Oh, as I drop the business card on top of the cat. I'm not going to show off my QR code for that. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. I like how they're like themed with the variety. And you've got your February release papers. Those are pretty. And it kind of covers the different, hits the different wickets for the theme for February, which is Amethyst, Violet, Aquarius, and Pisces. So it fits all of those different wickets for the release papers. We're going to put those back in there, and those are beautiful, beautiful release papers. And we're going to put those right down here. And we're going to take a look at this right here, which is going to be our February. Boom, 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 boom. We have some Captivating Caulk from Sports Designs with a couple stickers. Succulent. Choose kindness. She believed she could, so she did. Live like you were dying and be positive. So we've got some inspirational stickers to add to our sticker collection. And that's from Sports Designs by Abigail Marie. So we're going to put that right over there with our pile. And this Captivating Caulk is... Ooh, look at that. I love the purple color. Look at that little gemness of it. Very, very subtle. Very mild, subtle scent. So it's not something that's like an overpowering scent. I like. There is our amethyst. So we've got a couple captivating caulks. Now we have 2 more items in this bin. So item number 1, oh my goodness, Sushi, you're hilarious, is Simple Z is color number 2, DMC 211. Oh, I like, this is cute. We have a little canvas, an Enablers Outpost little mini kit. I love mini canvases. You guys know I love my mini canvases, and this is adorable. So it does have a sticker. Symbol Z is color number 2, DMC 211. Oh, that is beyond adorable. Look at that. It's a little heart. I adore it. I think that is precious. I am super excited for it. And you've got your colors right in here. And it looks like, so for this, we're going to take a quick look at that and see what colors we have. So you have, so we just have a handful of colors. So we have 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, Z is supposed to, that's why their sticker was there, because the 2 is the Z, which I guess a 2 and a Z basically is the same thing, but they specified with that sticker right there. Symbol Z is color number 2, which is this one right here. Everything else is in a number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And since you're doing it just off of the baggies, which have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you just look them here and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And look at that cuteness. That is so pretty. I am like, I'm gonna be totally working on this like today or tomorrow, because that is precious. I love it. I love everything about it. I'm like, I don't even want to put it back in the bag because I want to work on it right now, because it's a mini kit and I love my mini kits and I want to work on it right now because yes, I do. And now last but not least, we're going to see what beautiful pen we have to round out our pen collection with. How many will this make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll be 11. We will be rounding out our pen collection with 11 pens to add to the stash. I almost put my scissors in the box. So what will be pen number 11? Oh, that is gorgeous. That is a pretty amethyst pen. I like. She's pretty. Look at that beauty. Oh my word, gorgeous. That is a pretty purple. And I like that's a very gorgeous light purple. All right. Anyways, this is my new additions to my hoard. We're gonna put that right there. Close this box. Get it out of the way so we can see the hoard. And now we will move on and look at our candy bin. We replenished our candy bin. So now I have plenty of candy for my desk. And we can move on to the next segment of our Enablers Outpost demonstration and see what else I have from them and go from there. I forgot to mention a word while I was recording the videos. So today's word that you need to use in a sentence to be eligible for our prize, which I do not have in hand yet, but I will soon, which is going to be a beautiful hand-turned pen from Enablers Outpost. And this is a pen that they made custom for this drop. I have seen the blank for it, and I'm having it turned now. They are absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to have, I'm having one done for me, and then I'm having one done for the giveaway. It's going to be, I believe I have it being done as the giveaway one as a 5.5 inch long and a 2 inch circumference. So more of kind of like the standard size of the majority of their pens that they have turned. So that way it'll be good for the majority of people. It is a beautiful pen. And that is going to be the giveaway item for this. So that's what you're going to be eligible to win off of this video for the giveaway from Enablers Outpost. So thank you to Elizabeth and Edward. And you just need to make sure that you comment with the word, we're going to use the word blank because can't use pens. We're going to use the word blank. So make sure that you use the word blank in a sentence, a full sentence, and you'll have about 5 days before I do the giveaway for this. So all of the comments will be below in 5 days before our to comment on this video before we do the drawing on Saturday for this beautiful pen that you will see. I will show it off in a video soon once I have the pens in hand. Okay, I was trying to think of the best way to show off the rest of my Enablers Outpost pens, and I was like, do I really want to pull out all of my pens out of my pen case? Because that's a lot of pens to pull out of this pen case. We're going to bring it up a little bit because it's a lot of pens to pull out of this pen case. And I was like, or do we want to kind of like go through the pen case? You guys will get a little bit of a sneak peek of all of the pens that I have, because I don't feel like pulling all of them out because I have a lot. My first pen actually doesn't start. Actually, I should show you guys the my favorite pens from Enablers Outpost, which actually start over here. Well, I have a handful of pens. Well, I'm trying to see what order. We're gonna go with these ones here. The first pen from first pens from Enablers Outpost actually start right here. Well, my first pen order was this pen right here, which is actually one of my favorites. So this one lives on my desk. I have like my top 10 pens that sit over on like a Bella Art Nicole like pen holder that can hold 10 pens. I actually have one pen that I need to pull out of here. Well, I can't remember if it's in this tray or this pen case or in the other pen case, but I have one pen that I need to pull out to put over there. So when we find it in here, I'll be pulling it out to move over there. But this is one of my absolute favorite pens. I love everything about it. I love this gold glitter. I love the teal aqua color fading into like that yellow color. Love everything about this. This was actually one of my very, very first Enablers Outpost pens that I had ever purchased. I think it was the same order that I purchased these first 3 together in. And you can see here, I love the grades of that one. So those 3 pens I think I purchased together as my first ever order from Enablers Outpost. And then from there, my next ones, I have this one here, which is another Enablers Outpost. I love the simplicity and like the thinness of these pens. Once I've used a pen, I leave the tips in the pen once I've used it. I think this is the only one that I've taken the tip out because I used it in something else. And same thing, I think I don't know that I've actually used this pen. No, I haven't even used that one. Interesting. I need to pull that pen back out. This one's a little fatter than what I normally go for, but that's not Enablers Outpost. We're not going to talk about it today. But you can see these were my first pens, and I didn't find Enablers Outpost right away. It took me a little bit before I found them. I'd been diamond painting for quite a few months before I even found, not quite a few months, but for a few months before I even found Enablers Outpost. So those were my first few pens. Then I had this one here. Then we roll over into this section, and we have this gorgeous one with the greens into this like green sparkle, which was gorgeous. And you can see, if you time it by when Diamond Art Club came out with their, I think this is what, the 6th placer, which was one of their first placers. Was it the 6th placer? Or what, one of their first placers that they came out with. That's what we have on this pen tip. And I think, yeah, it should be about like, yeah, that's about a 6th placer. So you can see timing wise, that's what it is. Because I put the tips right on it. And got that one there. I'm trying to remember if this was maybe one of the first ones that I had done. Can't remember where I got this pen done at. But I don't know if that was an Enablers Outpost or not. I don't think so. Can't remember, so we're going to ignore it and move on. And then we come down over to here. So on this tray, I think it's just this one. Maybe that one, but not sure. I'd have to look back at previous videos. And then we scroll down and we come over here and we start getting into this one, which has some snowflakes in it. This red one with snowflakes. It's another lovely thin pen. I love the thin pens. This one wasn't quite my normal because it's got the red and to the white. What? You're not helping. You're not helping. What is this? I love the colors of this one. I like anything with glitter, and I like the rainbow glitteriness of this pen here. I thought that was beautiful. And the fact that you've got the 2 different types of tip, I like that. That's that one. And then this can be long with all of these pens. And then look at that gorgeousness. And what's really awesome, those are ducks. They're ducks. I love it. They're ducks. It cracks me up, but they're little ducky ducks. They're cuteness and they're ducks. And then we have these ones. This is like a streak of Enablers Outpost pens. I love the simplicity of this beautiful purple and white one. These are some of my absolute favorite ones. What was that? Did you guys see that? This little streaky thing? No. So this is one of my favorite ones. I'm totally in love with these flower pens from Enablers Outpost. They're some of my absolute favorite pens ever, are these ones. And I will show you my favorite ones. This one, the tip comes easily in and out. So, but look at the gorgeousness of that. And then we go into, this one here is a little bit different. It's purple. Look at the purpleness with butterflies. That one has some hearts in it. This one has butterflies. A little bit of a lighter scattering of the flowers. This one here, I have not actually used yet. This one did have a damaged tip. I need to put some, which Elizabeth didn't charge me. I think she did a significant discount on this pen because she sold it stating that it had a damaged tip right here where one of the flowers popped out. So I got it for like super, super cheap. But that's easy enough. You just don't put your tip in that end. You put your tip over in this end. And I mostly multi-place anyways. But I haven't used this one yet, but I need to. All the rest I have used. And then I like that turning style. I love the thin ones. My favorite of these ones is actually this one right here. I love the orange. Like, I'm not an orange person, but there's something about the oranges of this one. It's just incredible. Like, it's amazing. Beautiful. So that one is in my favorite pile over my favorite tray holder. And then we go into our next flip over. And we've got a couple right here. So another one that has some of the flowers, some of the purples with the flowers and some of the clearness there. And then we have this beauty right here. I love the solid green, aqua, teal, whatever color you call that, with the sparkles, just sheer glitter and sparkle. I thought that was beautiful, beautiful. And then this one is not like the typical what I would go for, which is why I went for it, because it's so not what I would typically go for. It's a little bit different than my stereotypical pen. And then we have these two, which were, I think, New Year's time frame. I got these around the new, kind of like, no, not quite the New Year, but they reminded me of New Year. So I thought they were beautiful with the confetti glitter in this one. And then also with the different type of like confetti glitter that you see in this one here, like a different type of glitter, but those two were beautiful. As you can see, all of them are like thin. And then we come down, this one is also an Enablers Outpost pen. It was with a more complicated blank. As you can see, it's a beautiful blank, but a little bit more complicated to it. One of those multifaceted ones. It's a little bit thicker because of all of the detailing in the blank. But that one right there, and then we flip over. Oh, this one is one of them that I absolutely love. I love, 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 love this blank. I think that is gorgeous with the greens in that green confetti. Love it, everything about it. As you can see, I have a lot of Enablers Outpost pens. But this one right here is one that their daughter designed the colors for. And I bought it as like supporting her, but I love the colors where it goes for the purple, green, all of those shades. And for all of the pens, I have an unboxing for pretty much all of these pens. And then we come into this one here. I love these colors as well. This is another one. Anything with, as you can see, I'm a huge fan of the glitter. Glitter is something I love. This one is one, I think that this is a little bit fatter than my normal. But this is one that I loved the blank, so I bought it. But it's definitely on the fat side and not something I would normally go for because of how fat it is. But I like the blank, so I bought it. And then this one is another one that is definitely a little bit larger than my normal. But it was such a beautiful, beautiful blank. And it has little kitty cats inside of it. So I had to go for this one. And the color was just, chef's kiss. Could not resist. Beautiful color. And then we go into back to my normal size. This one is beautiful right here. I like that, like it's such an interesting combination where you have the blue glitter into or blue confetti butterflies into the glitter here into like this brown but it's such an interesting combination that you don't think about, but it works. It really works. So I thought that was awesome, and I was like, yeah, I'll go for that. And then we have over on this side, we've got this beauty here, which is awesome. I love anything with the gold flake in there, and the combinations, the color combination, incredible. Love that one. This one, I was waiting ages for them to come out with a blank in my preferred size, which is the thin, which is like a 5.25, 5.5. I think it's usually 5.5. Let me grab my ruler to verify. Usually I go with the 5.25 to 5.5, and I think it's usually the 5.5 is what they, this one's a little bit shorter. This one's a 5. But I think I waited ages for them to do this colorway in this size, the thin size, because they kept having it like this, but in the really big ones, and I'm like, I want a thin one in this colorway, and they finally had one in this colorway, so I jumped on that one. And then we come down to, that's it, I think, in this book for my Enablers Outpost pens. So we are going to zip up this pen catalog. And these pen catalogs, or these pen cases, they're actually colored pencil cases or marker cases, however you want to think of them. They do work well for the pens. You take your time zipping them up, but they do actually zip up. And you can actually fill them, as you can see, all the way up. This is full, every slot filled, and it zips fully, as you can see. And I have not, it's been full for a while, and it works wonderfully. Now we're going to go into pen case number 2, which is not full. Pen case number 2, we have, over here, these are kind of my holiday ones. So I have used some of these Christmas ones because they have snowflakes in them. So I got these for the Christmas time, and I've already used them. If they have a tip in them, they've already been used. If they have a tip on this side, they've been used. So I used these over Christmas and over the holidays because I thought they needed to be used over the holidays. Blue snowflakes with the gold. Would you stop? No, we do not chew on cables. No, sushi, we do not chew on cables. This one gave me all sorts of Christmas vibes with the Christmas colored confetti. You're not going to chew on cables. You get squirted if you chew on cables. Christmas confetti in that one. So I thought that was wonderful. And then we have this one here, which is kind of like a green confetti. I think I have one similar to it in the other binder, but loved that one. And then we have 3 customs that I did. So these ones, I think I had told her I wanted one that was a little fatter than my normal. So I think these ones are closer to like a 1.75 to 2 inch diameter. Do not chew on my iPad. So this is a little bit fatter than normal, but these are 3 blanks that I had picked up from Builder, All Things Handcrafted, and had sent to Elizabeth and Edward. Do not chew on my power outlet. She's trying to chew on the power cord for my lights. So that's why I keep getting it after the kitten. So this was blank number 1. So I went with the correct length, but I think I went a little fatter than normal. So this is kind of like a little bit fatter than my preferred, but still completely workable for me. It's not super, super fat, but you can just see it's a little bit fatter than my normal pen. This one I thought was super fascinating. It's clear, but it has this like subtle little curls in it, which was kind of neat with those ones. And then the last one of those was this one, which is like sea turtles. It's like sand with the sea turtles in it. So I thought that one was super cool. So that was a custom order. And then we have the 4-pack, or well, the 4-pack of the, I was going to say Star Wars, Harry Potter series. So you have all 4 houses. You've got your Slytherin and your Hufflepuff, your Gryffindor. Do not chew on my iPad. You have your Gryffindor and the Ravenclaw. Look at that. Beautiful. I love the colors that they did. And you've got your Deathly Hallows glitter in there as well. So those ones are gorgeous. We are not chewing on the iPad. Stop it. No. Don't glare at me. No kitten glares. Oh, now you're going to chew on my finger. Get on the floor. Go on. All right. And then I have 3 more customs. So these are 3 more blanks that I had sent over to Elizabeth and Edward for custom turning. And these ones I had done as more of a proper size. So not as fat as those ones down there. So that one is beautiful with the pinks. This one with the purples. I thought that was a really fun blank with the stars in it. I like that confetti. And then you have this one here, which is a really, really pretty blue. Super, super fun. I love that shade of blue. Oh, that's gorgeous. This came in the New Year's, the winter advent box or the winter mystery box from Enablers Outpost. So it was the New Year one. So I thought that one was beautiful. I already used it because I used that for the New Year's stuff. And then we have this one came in one of the, I can't remember what box it came in, but this is also from Enablers Outpost. This was a little bit larger than, it's a little bit longer and a little bit thicker. It's kind of like that standard size pen. So it's a little bit larger than my normal. But that's one I have not used yet as well, because as you obviously can see. And then I think as we come through, these are pens that you have already kind of seen in that unboxing that I've already thrown into here. Okay, so we are on to Enablers Outpost, and we are, well, obviously we're on Enablers Outpost. That's what we've been talking about for like the last, hour, 2 hours, however many hours it takes to go through everything. So this is their website, enablersoutpost.com, and this is where you can find all of their goodies. And they do their releases for new pens. Right now you can see that they only have, I believe, 2 pens available, and they do their releases of new pens on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe is 11 a.m. Eastern Time. But for me, it's 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is the homepage, and you can do shop all. Usually I go with available pens, and you can see right now they've been selling out pretty good, and they've got 2 pens available. And what I love is that they put them in size, so I know what size works best for me, so I can easily go with, okay, this is my standard size, and I like the 5.5 or shorter, and I prefer the 1.75 in diameter, or like this one is a ×2, so if I really, really like it, I'll get it in a 2-inch, but the thin pens are usually the ones that are, well, it's circumference, not diameter, so it's, the measurement is around that thin point right there, is how they measure the circumference to give you this number that you're seeing right here for the 2. And this one, so it'll be 5.5 inches long by 2 inches in circumference, right around in there, which gives you the size. And that's more of what they consider a standard width or standard circumference for the grip. But those are the 2 pens that are available. And when if you come back on Saturday morning, you will see a whole lot more than this available, because that's when the release will happen. And you can go to their Facebook page or their Instagram to get more. And I'll pull up the Instagram to in a second to show what, like, the release that's going to be happening on the release that will be happening on the 24th of February, which will be already, this video will have already aired the release will have already happened before this video goes up, but I will show how you would know what they're going to be releasing pen-wise to know what you want. But Elizabeth and Edward are the owners. They are an amazing couple. I love them to pieces. They are absolute sweethearts. They usually go live on YouTube on Tuesdays at 1500 or 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can do the math and figure it out for your own time zone. I don't feel like doing that. If you get a custom made, you would pay for your custom over here in the reserved pens section. So they'll have the reserved listing set aside for whoever that person is for, and you'd come over here and you would pay for your custom listing right here, depending on what they'll create a custom listing for you to pay for your custom order right there. And you only purchase them if you are the person that it is made for. And then they also have, coming right here, a penscription. And this is like one of the most amazing things ever. As you can see, I love the penscription, and I have the thin penscription is what I get. And if you want to, and you can have the thin penscription, you can get a standard penscription, or you can get a chunky penscription. Or a chunky standard penscription. And they have a cutoff date for the for the April penscription is by March 10th. And that gives Edward time to, Elizabeth and Edward time to pour the blanks, cure the blanks, turn the blanks, pack the blanks, or pack the finished pens, and then ship them out to you. So with the goal of them getting to everybody before April 1st. That's Elizabeth's goal, is that everybody has their pens in hand before the 1st of the month. So that's a short turnaround time if you think about it, March 10th, to get everything out to everybody by the 1st of April. But they do an awesome job of it, and you get them like within those. I've always gotten mine before the 1st of the month, and the pens are absolutely beautiful. I love them, and for me, the thin is perfect and well worth it. And you get more than the pen in there. Usually there's a pen, there's a cover minder, there's a large candy, and you can, I believe you can order, it's basically you can order it as a monthly subscription. Well, that's basically, you order it as a monthly subscription, but you can cancel anytime. I get mine just monthly shipped to me. And you don't know what you're going to get. It's a surprise every time, and there's usually a free gift in there, and it's so much fun. So much fun. And they're so wonderful, and I love the penscriptions. And then they have, if you come over here, you have the diamond paintings, and this shows you what they have. They have 51 diamond paintings in here, and you can see I plan on purchasing this one right here, the Himalayan and Peonies by Purple Kitten Studios. This is an image that I plan to purchase. Or a canvas I plan to purchase. I was growing up, we raised Himalayan and Persian cats, and we showed them. So for me, getting Himalayan and Peonies kind of holds a special place in my heart. So this is a 50 by 65 round drill. You can get it in rounds or squares, which I love because I'm a round person, and given the choice of a round or a square, I will take rounds any day. And this kind of shows you a little bit of a snapshot of what it looks like worked up for part of it. And I think that's awesome that Elizabeth kind of is having people kind of work up a little bit of a section, so you can see the quality of what it'll look like with that section worked up, and how beautiful that's going to look worked up, and absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. So that is that one. I plan on purchasing that kit. This one looks pretty phenomenal as well. This is a Dia de los Muertos by Knox River. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous canvas. Here is an image of the rendering. It looks pretty phenomenal. And as you come down, there's all the drills. And then here is a worked up section of it. It is beautiful. Those colors are phenomenal. But yes, there is some beautiful, beautiful color to that there. And then we come down, you've got, and what's really awesome, they have this amazing, fascinating, massive, massive kit that is crazy huge. It is a 50 centimeter by 235 centimeter. It's round drills, and it has 100 colors with 12 shimmer drills. So that's their version of, the shimmer drills are Enablers Outpost's version of fairy dust. And you can see it's a artwork is by Emma Casey, and it's going to be the 4 seasons. It's a dragon in 4 seasons. You have spring, summer, fall, and winter. And this shows what it looks like with the first section. And this is Elizabeth working on the spring dragon. And you can see she's added a little bit of extra bling with DP with sparklers suggestion. Basically she added extra bling for it to kind of add to the dragon to make it a little bit more, a little bit different, a little bit extra difference to it. And this kind of gives you a close-up of what the canvas looks like with the symbols. There are the symbols there. So good clarity on the canvas there, and there are all of the drills. So some of them you have huge bags of. I mean, look at how big that bag of 5,200 is right there. Massive bag. And those, I think, are all of your shimmer drills, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, those are the shimmer drills. And this is your sticker sheet that you're seeing right there. So crazy awesome, massive canvas for anybody who wants a fun treat. They also have something awesome. You have the Self-Expressions, which is basically a coloring sheet canvas. So it's a blank canvas with the artwork. This is by Mrs. Coffee's artwork. And you can just use your own spare drills and fill it in however you want, which is pretty doggone awesome. I like that idea. You can see there's some other really cool kits in here. They do a great job of getting artwork by different artists throughout like the community and different artists like that you don't necessarily see normally. So you've got Mrs. Coffee's got a couple different kits in here. You've got Vorunder with this Perla and Roxy, which is a limited edition image. You've got Rachel Ray's got this beautiful artwork here. I love Irma Van Human's artwork. I finished Kitschmiss or Kitschy Deer. That's a super fun one. You've got I Will Buck You's got some artwork in there. Indie Creates has got some beautiful, beautiful works. You've got all of these ones coming through here. There's such adorable images. As you see here, this is Super Dragon. I have this kit right there. That's a beauty that I actually own right there. And this is actually going to be one of the grand prizes for the event is going to be a copy of Super Dragon. That's going to be one of the grand prizes for the event. You come down through, you've got Xyler Z, which has some beautiful artwork. The Art of Seda is some gorgeous ones. I love these mermaids from Art of Seda. I think that one right there is one of the Mermaid in Flying Jelly is a gorgeous one. As we come down through, this cute pink elephant is one I will own at some point. I will own that kit right there. As we come down through, you have more beautiful ones. Like, that's such a fascinating dragon right there. Beautiful. They have a couple Alphonse Mukas, Deborah Malcolm, Emma Casey. And then the last couple is My Sword. I completed My Sword. Beautiful, phenomenal. And then a couple more Mukas. So those are the diamond paintings. And then you come over and they've got some accessories. So you get some goodies that you can get. You can get Gam Gam's notepad and pen. So pen and paper there. You've got koozies. You've got these adorable cover minders of their 3 babies. You've got some single placers. And you can, any pen that you could get, you can add gems to your pens as well. And then, of course, you can get gift cards, too. So you can bling up your pen with gems. And then they also do mystery boxes. So as you come down here, they do a monthly mystery box. And you can see, and these will be, each month it's going to be a different price depending upon what companies are and what small shops are going to be offered in that mystery box. And each mystery box is going to offer a pen plus other goodies. But you know for sure you're going to be getting a pen. And when you order it, so April, they still have some available for April, a handful available for April. And if you look over here, this little thing that says pen size, you specify what is awesome is you can specify specifically the pen size that you want. So for me, I am a thin pen person, so I can pick my thin pen and I am happy day. And you know you're going to get a wonderful thin pen. So the April mystery box has 5 small businesses in it. And if you don't click a standard, like a pen size, which it defaults to thin, so you kind of have to pick something, but if there's no pen size clicked, it's going to come with a standard size. And you do have to have, like, shipping is not included, so you will have to pay shipping for those. But the shipping is super reasonable for them. And if you pay too much in shipping, Elizabeth will refund you the excess for shipping. Like if you selected the expensive shipping option and it wasn't that expensive, like I usually will go with a higher shipping cost, which is usually like a $16 one just to be on the safe side. And if it was only like $9 to ship it for this cheaper shipping cost, Elizabeth will reimburse me the extra money for that. But that's what you see on here for their goodies. And we're going to come over. I mean, look at how beautiful this pen is. Oh, so gorgeous. I love it, the hybridness of it. Beautiful, beautiful pen. Like, oh, if it wasn't a 2-incher, I would totally be all over this pen. Let me go to their Facebook group. We're going to go this way. There we go. You guys can see all of these pens. Look at these beauties. Oh, see, that's going to be one that's more of the size that works well for me. It like that 1.75. Oh my goodness, look at that blank. Is that, oh, that's incredible. I love that blank. It's too fat for me, but oh, I love that blank. Look at these. They're so pretty. That one would oh, I like that. That's a really pretty one. I like those swirls in there. That's gorgeous. And see, that's a size that I could totally get behind. That 1.75, that's my size. Love that one. And you can go in, if you know the size, if you know the number, this number of the pen, then you can write it down, so that way when you go in to purchase, you can like type in the number that you want, and then in the search bar, and then you can just click right on that one when it shows up if you wanted. That's a quick way of doing it. If you want, ooh, they have a flower blank. They haven't had any of these in a while. Oh my goodness, I am happy day. That's a really pretty one. It's a short one, but it's fat. A couple shorty pens. Oh, there's some beautiful pens. That one is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, they've got some really pretty pens coming up this weekend. Oh, wow, that's fascinating. There are some beauties. Oh my goodness, there are some beauties. Wow. Some stunners. Oh my goodness, I like that one. I think I want that pen right there. S115. And then they also posted, because the pre-orders are back up for Dragons, the Dragon Seasons, the pre-order for this one here, pre-order for this one, and then we're back to the beginning. So that kind of shows you all of the goodies that you can get on Enablers Outpost. And I absolutely love shopping with Enablers Outpost. I think they are amazing. And I have wonderful experience with the customer service. And I love the kits. I love the pens. Love, love, love the pens. And I just love Elizabeth and Edward. I think they are a wonderful, super friendly, super wonderful people. And I'm so glad to have them in the community. And that is basically it that I have for you guys for this small shop haul / feature. And I can't wait to see what pens they come out with for the next haul. It's always interesting to see what new pens they're going to have because they're so beautiful. Like, I love that. If that one was not quite so fat, this would be going home with me if I snagged it in time, because that is beautiful. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.